What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, you're all having a great day. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a lot of you in the building right now. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And any support you give to his channel is also appreciated. And if you're watching this on X or Twitter, please come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got my guy Ken in the building. What's going on, Ken? How are you? CT Cards, what's up, CT Cards? Stephen B, what's up, Stephen B? How's it going? How's it going? Jonathan, how are you? Jack, what's going on, Jack? How you doing? What's up, Dev? How you doing, Dev? Hopefully you're doing well. My guy Lou is in the building. What's up, Lou? Nosebleed section. What's up, Nosebleed section? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day. And my guy Nathan is also in the building. Shout out to my guy Nathan. Hopefully you and your family are doing well. You and your team, I always say you and your team are fantastic. You all do great work. I have two interviews coming up. One is tomorrow, and the other one is on Wednesday. The one tomorrow is with Kip Gross, former Major League Baseball player. And then on Wednesday, it's going to be Alex Cintrone. So hopefully you all get to tune in for those shows. I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? And Kevin, I saw you became a member. Shout out to Kevin. Welcome to the Strike Zone crew. I've seen you on Jason's channel over there at 161 River Ave. Hopefully you're having a good day. Who else we got here? We got my guy Javi in the building. What's up, Javi? How you doing? Sean Browning, what's up? Yeah, I know the Phillies. Yeah, they lost to the Orioles today. Well, who else we got in the chat? But yeah, it looks like that's who we got. Oh, we got my guy Scott. What's up, Scott? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, and don't want to miss my guy Chet. How's it going? So, yeah. So today's game, as you know, it's the rubber game. Hopefully they win 2 out of 3. Hopefully the Yankees can take the series. Yesterday's game was not a great one. It was a bad outing by Carlos Rodon. He got knocked around in the first 2 innings. He turned it around. I mean, last 3 innings that he pitched, he pitched well. The bats were getting on base. Excuse me. The bats were hitting. The lineup was hitting. However, they were just not able to score runs in certain situations, right? There was a scenario where, for example, Giancarlo Stanton had the bases loaded. It's 2 outs. He had to, I was hoping he would get a hit, just get some runs in, but he struck out. The bats just didn't come through when they were supposed to. It happens. Carlos Rodon, didn't have himself a great game. Again, it happens every once in a while, but I'm not worried about it. Rodon, he's a lot better now than he was last season. So, that's funny, Jack. Yeah, you're saying Ron Guidry, and Nathan responds with they're trying to get him they're trying to book him an event. Oh man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, shout out to Nathan, man. Yeah, Nathan always he's got a lot of guys booked at the Woodbridge Brewing Company. Sorry. He's got a lot of ex-players or current players that come to the brewery to do a meet and greet. So it's a good time. It's a good time. If you guys are in the New Jersey area, go visit the Woodbridge Brewery Company and see if you can get visit and do a meet and greet with some of these players. Yeah, Posada and Pettit, man, I would like to meet those guys. I would love to get those guys on an interview. My goal right now, and Nathan knows this, is it's Bernie Williams. So that's my goal right now is Bernie Williams. That's my goal. He was my favorite Yankee player growing up. But tonight, we have Marcus Stroman on the mound tonight, and I do believe that Marcus Stroman will come through, and he is pitching against. I just want to make sure I get the first name of the pitcher of the Red Sox. He's pitching against Cutter Crawford. All right, Cutter Crawford. He's pitched in 14 games, has a 2-6 record with a 3.47 ERA. He's pitched 80 innings, has had 79 strikeouts thus far with a 1.18 whip. Marcus Stroman. He's pitched in 14 games, 6-2 record with a 2.82 ERA. Just a little over 79 innings with 58 strikeouts with a 1.24 whip. So his Stroman's whip is a little higher. So just a little bit higher. Well, we just got to get that whip down. Maybe he can get the strikeouts up to. But, as long as he can have a good outing, that would that's all I care about. And as long as he pitches well against the Red Sox, which it looks like historically, I was checking, and I'll go over the stats here. It sounds like there's been some of the guys in the lineup on the Red Sox that have gone up against Marcus Stroman, and Marcus Stroman has had success against them. And Nathan is telling me there's working on Bernie Williams. I appreciate you. Yeah. I know Bernie's got a busy schedule, so he's definitely he's a busy man, that's for sure. And Jeff Nelson, that would be awesome. I would love to talk to Jeff Nelson. That would be great too, man. Yeah, anything you guys can do, anything you and your team can do, man, it's greatly appreciated. So you and your team do an amazing job. So make sure you guys support my guy Nathan. Go over to his channel and support his channel. So let's see here. I'm gonna pull up the matchups here. So, all right. So Dahlbeck, the first baseman of the Boston Red Sox, has had 2 at-bats against Marcus Stroman, and he's batting 1,000, but that's only 2 at-bats. Rafael Devers has had 10 at-bats against Marcus Stroman, and he's got 100 average. So Marcus Stroman has some success against Rafael Devers. Duran has had 2 at-bats with a 0 batting average. McGuire, their catcher, has had 3 at-bats with 0 average. O'Neill, their left fielder, 11 at-bats with a 182 average. Rev Snyder's had 2 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Smith has had 7 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Wong has had 2 at-bats with a 500 average. And then Yoshida has had 3 at-bats with a 0 batting average. So Marcus Stroman against some of the guys in the lineup for the Boston Red Sox, he's had some good success against them. So that's a good thing. Let's hope he can deliver on that. Tonight. Tonight's game, it's on ESPN, so it's going to be another nationally televised game. Hopefully, you all get to tune in. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Look, I think they could come away with a win tonight, the Yankees. I think they could take 2 out of 3 in Boston. Even though playing the Red Sox at Fenway, it's always tough. They're always going to play the Yankees tough. That's just the way it goes. I mean, after all, it's the AL East. There's no easy game when it comes to the AL East. But I am confident that the Yankees can come away with a win tonight. And then I'll pull up the lineup too, so we can talk about the lineup. Let's see what we got here. I'll zoom in just a little bit closer. So that's the lineup right there, folks. Hopefully you all could see it. We have Anthony Volpe leading off, Juan Soto batting second, Aaron Judge batting third, Alex Verdugo batting fourth, and Juan Soto's playing. Keep in mind, Juan Soto's playing left field again. Verdugo playing right field. Giancarlo Stanton batting fifth. He'll be at DH. Anthony Rizzo batting sixth. He'll be playing first base. Gleyber Torres at second base. Jose Trevino at the dish. He'll be catching tonight. So he'll be batting eighth. And DJ LeMahieu playing third base. He'll be batting ninth. And on the mound today, it is Marcus Stroman. Folks in the chat, let me know what you think about this lineup. How do you feel about this lineup? It's essentially the same lineup it's been, except you have Jose Trevino at the dish tonight. So, folks in the chat, let me know what you think about this lineup. Are you happy with this lineup? Would you have changed anything? I mean, one thing we could say about this lineup is that this lineup has been consistent. So it's never really different. Once in a while, you'll see like Trent Grisham go into the lineup, and Giancarlo Stanton could have a day off, and then Aaron Judge could be playing DH. So that's the lineup right there, folks. You let me know what you all think. So Javi's feeling the lineup. Shove all night long. Sean Browning says, no doubt, no doubt. I think Stroman's going to have himself a game. Yeah, for going to be a long night for Carter Crawford. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. I was hoping the Yankees bats came through last night. Unfortunately, it didn't. You know, the good thing. So, you know, here's the thing about the Yankees lineup. You know, they're getting the hits. They get the runs still, right? They get the runs. They're just yesterday they just weren't able to make that comeback. They couldn't, you know, they kept playing catch up and just couldn't come through when it mattered. You know, whereas like last year's team, you know, they barely could hit, they barely could get on base, or if they did get on base, it was just an easy 1, 2, 3. It was just easy outs, you know. There were easy 1, 2, 3s. But the bats this year, they're making the opposing pitchers work. So I'm happy with that. So let's hope this lineup here makes Carter Crawford work tonight. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think the Yankees are gonna have a great game. They just have to come through in situations that really matter. When the bases are loaded and you got 2 outs, you gotta come through in the clutch. You have to score run. You have to, you know, get the runners that are in scoring position, get those hits, and get those runners in. You know, get them to score. So, Yankees this season, the Yankees have been on a roll as far as scoring more runs. I mean, they do lead the league in first inning runs. So, I believe that number is like 59, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the number right now, but if I'm wrong, please somebody tell me. But I believe it's like 59 or 60. But Yankees have been excellent in scoring in the first inning. So, you know, we'll see how they do. But that's the lineup, folks. That's what we got. And again, you got Marcus Stroman on the mound, and Marcus Stroman has had some success against the Boston Red Sox lineup. So. I think he's going to have another great night. So I think we're going to see the dog mentality in him. So I'll take that off the screen. If anybody wants to see it again, I do have it. So just let me know if you want to see the lineup. Sean Browning says, I love the consistency of the lineup. I agree 100%. Kevin saying it's funny when you're healthy and have yeah, I know having a team full of healthy players, it helps a lot, right? You have a consistent lineup. As long as the guys can stay healthy, can stay on the field, I mean, it does help with the team's success. Whereas, again, last season, there was injuries all over the place. The lineup was just all over the place. There was no consistency. Okay? And Jack is saying, you know, Oswaldo play would get – yeah, I would have loved to see Oswaldo Cabrera play. You know, he might come in a pinch run or a pinch hit situation. Kind of like last night. So you might see him, you know, but I would have liked to see him start. Absolutely. And Stephen B is saying lineup looks good. Hope we can repeat Friday's results. That would be awesome if they can do that. That would be great. And you know, we'll pull up the over under on today's game. Boston pitcher has 70 pitches in the third last night. Yeah, I know, man. I know. They were working them. They were working them. It's just they didn't seize the opportunity, right? They didn't seize the opportunity, but they worked them, and hopefully they could do the same thing against Carter Crawford. So, Chet saying for some reason the Yankees, when they score 8 or more runs against an opponent, they cannot score the following day. It's been going on for a few years. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that is. They when they played against the Royals, though, I mean they won 3 out of 4 and in a dominant fashion. So and they scored a lot of runs against the Royals. But yeah, there's been some games where they score a lot of runs one night and then the next night it's almost like they forgot how to play the game to some extent, right? So Stephen B is saying the only thing I'm worried about is depth in the minor outfield with Allen and Dominguez, minor injuries. I'm not as concerned because we have, for those of you who haven't heard, Jason Dominguez and Greg Bird are on the 7-day IL with some minor injuries. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. This was a lot, a lot of fans were asking for Dominguez to be brought up. They want him being brought up now. This conversation's been going on for a long time. But, now he has it's a minor setback, right? It's not a major setback. He has a minor setback. That's why he needs to continue playing in the minors, making sure that everything is up to par. He did come back from Tommy John surgery. Yes, he's playing well, but, we have to let him continue playing, make sure he's healthy. And that way, when the roster expands in September, he's able to he gets called up. All right. And I know a lot of fans want him up here. I get it, but where do you put him? Hey, Hobby, the time with my family was good, man. It was a good time. It was a good time. Thanks for asking. Hangover with runs. Sorry, not Greg. Wait, not Greg Bird. Hold on. I know I said Greg Bird. My fault. Trying to get the name here. Yeah, Everson Pereira is out for the year there, Kevin. He's out for the year. So, yeah, he's going to get Tommy John surgery. So he's not going to be back till 2025, unfortunately, which is unfortunate because, I'm sure at some point. Oh, Greg Allen. Thank you. Greg Allen. That's who I meant. Greg Allen. I don't know why I said Greg Bird. See, my mind goes elsewhere. Greg Allen. Yeah, thank you for that, Sean. I don't know why I said Greg Bird. My brain just went back like 5-6 years. Yeah, I meant Greg Allen. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, Greg Allen, he's on the 7-day IL along with the Martian. Okay. So I appreciate you, Sean. I appreciate you. I got your back too. So Greg Allen and Jason Dominguez on the 7-day IL. Minor injuries, hopefully it is minor injuries. It's nothing, more serious than that. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens with those guys. Hopefully those guys heal up and they're able to get back into playing time, and like I was saying, this is why, with Dominguez, you don't want to rush this guy back. And even if you brought him up, where do you play him? That's the big question. So people are saying trade Trent Grisham, put Dominguez on the bench. That's not what you want to do with a guy like that. You want him to get as much playing time as possible. You want him to continue healing up. That's what you want. Okay. And then, hopefully he heals and then he gets that September call up. Okay. Yeah, Everson Pereira had Tommy John surgery, man. It's unfortunate. So, I mean, it's not like there was any room for him to play. I don't know if the Yankees were going to ever call him up. I'm sure he was going to be a trade piece, but that's just my take on it. Allen Greg or is Greg Allen? I know they're two first names. Really, it's a set. Yeah, I mean, Kevin Mass. I know. Imagine if I said Kevin Mass. That would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious. But and with Garrett Cole, there was that news that came out, some report that came out yesterday saying that Garrett Cole, that he's feeling pretty good after that third start that he had. He threw 70 pitches, so he really wants to come back into the rotation. I'm sure him and Boone are probably having a conversation. Boone didn't really say anything. He's, I think, trying to hold off and see. But Cole looked good in his last start, so kudos to Garrett Cole. I can't wait to see him back in the lineup. Even though the Yankees have been playing pretty well in his absence, the Yankees rotation has been performing well in his absence. You got to give it up to him. Give it up to the rotation. Especially Luis Hill, Carlos Rodon. All these guys are doing good. Yeah, there's been a few games where some of those guys didn't have a great game, but overall, they've done extremely well. And Cody Poteet has been doing a good job filling in for Clark Schmidt. So I'm looking forward to seeing him pitching some more starts. I hope he continues performing at a very good level. I like the stuff that Cody Poteet brings. But Yankees have a lot of depth on their team right now. Even with some of the injuries that occurred with this team is still playing at a very high level. I mean, they have 50 wins for the season. What more can you ask for? Yankees are on a roll. They're on a roll. Hopefully they win tonight. The Orioles won tonight, so we don't want to lose a game. We don't want to lose a game in the standings, right? We want to try and maintain as much of a distance as possible when it comes to the gap, right? I believe now the Orioles are 2 games back, but I'll check that. Yeah, they're 2 games back, the Orioles. So if the Yankees win tonight, they should be 3 games ahead. So right now the Yankees are 50-23, Orioles are 47-24. Right, so it's gonna be a tight race between the Yankees and the Orioles. But I think we have known that. I think we knew that all season long. I think we knew that in the offseason that this team, it was going to be a tight race between the Yankees and the Orioles. Yeah, exactly. Rodon got knocked around in the first couple of innings, and then he turned it around. He turned it around. I was hoping the bats would do the same. Unfortunately, again, they didn't come through. Pretty content. We as of right now, they are the best team in baseball. Absolutely. We need to fix these holes before Baltimore trades for big players. I mean, which holes are we talking about? There's certain things that need to be fixed, but what specifically? I just want to know. I just want to know from you there, Jack. Yeah, Javi. I mean, the Orioles coming to town starting on Tuesday. The Yankees have a day off tomorrow. The Yankees need to be ready for the Orioles. I'd be content if they took 2 out of 3. I'd be ecstatic if they took 2 out of 3. I don't think a sweep will happen if I'm being honest, but 2 out of 3 absolutely has to happen. Yeah, James. So Dominguez is on the 7-day IL along with Greg Allen. I said the right name this time, along with Greg Allen. Both guys are on the 7-day IL with some minor injuries. So hopefully that's what it is, and they come back healthy, and everything is good to go. Bullpen at third base, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. Third base, I feel like they definitely need to pick somebody up or trade for somebody. Absolutely. The bullpen certainly needs to be addressed. I think they need to get two arms for the bullpen. One lefty, one righty. There were some names that I talk about, and I talked about it yesterday with Jason from 161. Which shout out to my guy Jason. We were talking about guys like Derek Crochet. We were talking about Andrew Nardi, AJ Puck, Tanner Scott. These are some names to look at. There's a couple pitchers one pitcher from the St. Louis Cardinals. His name's been brought up too. So, the Yankees are gonna. I feel like they'll be aggressive in this trade deadline. And Ken Rosenthal, when he was on Foul Territory, he was saying that he feels like the Yankees are going to be aggressive at the deadline. I think so too. There's certain things that need to be addressed. As far as the bullpen, they absolutely need to get a lefty arm. Period. And for those that are wondering, and I know I've talked about it, I do not want Mason Miller. And, the A's would be crazy to trade him. Fire Cashman? Sure, let's fire Cashman. Maybe sweep. Maybe they could sweep the Orioles, but I don't know. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Like the Orioles have a good team. We can't deny that. And they did. Like their pitchers, Kyle Bradish, is out with a UCL injury, so which probably means Tommy John. He was hurt also in the offseason. So I if I had to guess, I would imagine this season's over. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about first base, third base, second, Jack. You wouldn't mind Crochet or Scott? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean it's going to be high. It is going to be high. There's no doubt about that. Garrett Crochet is he's a great pitcher. He's a great lefty arm, man. I do like him, and he's having some success as a starter this year for the White Sox. He's one of the few bright spots on the White Sox. So there's going to be some teams that are going to try and acquire him in a trade. So look out for these teams. There's been some rumors about the Padres, which I wouldn't doubt. The Padres could go after Garrett Crochet. I mean, they are in need of some pitching help, so I can certainly see that. But we'll see what happens. I mean, and Garrett Crochet, he's got 3 more years of control. He's not a free agent until 2027. So, whoever trades for him, they have team control they have some control of him too for a few years. So he'd be a great addition to any team, really. We have to get revenge for the lackluster series earlier this season. Are you talking about against the Orioles there, Sean? Yeah, no Mason Miller. Agreed. O's are a good team, but the pitching for the O's is trouble for starters. Yeah, I mean, let's hope the Yankees can take advantage of that. I'm thinking 2 out of 3 for the next series, but a sweep is possible with 2 out of 3. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Jack. So third base, first base, second base. They need to produce. I know some people, are not big fans of Gleyber Torres, and I understand why. I mean, I certainly have my criticisms of him. I want him to play well. I want him to perform at a high level, but unfortunately, he's not always consistent. But I still want him to play. We still want him to play well. We want him to have a successful season. But I know some folks suggested of trading him. I mean, you could try, but what value does he have, and what team is going to take him? That's the other question. He could have been traded a couple of years ago, but unfortunately it never went through. So I think the Yankees, as far as Gleyber Torres goes, I think they're going to let him play out his contract. I don't think they'll give him a qualifying offer in the offseason. And also, people saying to, DFA Rizzo or DFA LeMahieu, neither one of those are going to happen. I mean, Rizzo is probably not going to be back this next season. I mean, there is a club option, but I don't think the Yankees are going to pick that up. So they'll probably just, have that buyout option for him. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, Daniel Berry? How's it going? Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Hopefully you're having a good Father's Day. Go subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. The package for Crochet has listed Jones, Hampton, Arias, and Warren. Pass. Personally, I would pass that. No, I would pass on that. But who listed that, Ken? Let me know. Gotcha. I got you, Sean. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know where D-Rod is, man. He's probably busy. He's probably busy. In the MLB, it's hard to sweep bad teams. I would totally take 2 out of 3 against any. Yeah, exactly. You can't take any team lightly. So you can't take any team lightly. You got to act. You go into every series with the mentality that this team can beat us. You got to go in with that mentality. You got to go in and play them hard. You can't be lackadaisical, which I'm not saying the Yankees are, but you got to show up. Some days some nights it's not your night. It's just the way it goes. It's baseball. You win some, you lose some. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to get anything value back for Gleyber. So the best time to trade him was a couple of years ago. They could have traded him a year ago. They could have traded him in the offseason, but they didn't. And they said he was going to be the starting second baseman, which I wasn't surprised, honestly, but I was hoping he was going to have a good season, but he's having an all right season. Trade package from sportsinputandheavy.com. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what they would trade for Garrett Crochet, but based on that package right there, no way. I am not trading Jones, Hampton, Arias, and Warren. No way. Especially Spencer Jones. I'm not trading away Spencer Jones. I mean, the Yankees value all 4 of those guys. So, and I still believe that Jones will have a future with the Yankees. He's a valuable piece on the team. So that's just my take. But you all let me know what you think. But real quick, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning into the chat, into the live stream. You guys are in here every single day, every single live stream, pregame, whatever it is that whenever I go live, you all are here. You all are the best. Thank you for being a part of the Strike Zone crew. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out with anybody you know. And if you're on X or Twitter, come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, join in on the conversation. I would greatly appreciate it. And any support that you give to this channel is also appreciated as well. So let's talk about predictions. What do we got for predictions for Garrett Cole? Or excuse me, Marcus Stroman. Holy smokes. How do you think Marcus Stroman is going to pitch tonight? How many innings, how many strikeouts, how many walks, how many runs? Drop it in the chat. Drop your predictions. Gleyber and DJ have been known to have good second halves in the past. This is true. So, DJ LeMahieu did have a better second half in 2023. We did see that last season, right? Especially under Sean Casey when he took over as hitting coach. So, I'm hoping for a similar bounce back in the second half, and I'm hoping for a bounce back from Gleyber in the second half. Gleyber was, outside of Judge, he was the second best hitter on the team. He was the best hitter. He was the best bat on the team. Granted, it didn't get anywhere, but what are you going to do? I would agree. Yankees tax is real. Well, you know what? If we're not getting Crochet, we're not getting Crochet. They could go kick rocks. I could care less. On to the next one. All right. So Patrick St. Clair is saying 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. Okay. 6 strong, 8 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 home, 1 run. Any walks there, Sean? Let me know. Let me grab my pen here. If I can find my pen. Oh, there it is. I'm going to write down my predictions here so I don't forget. 6 strikeouts from CT Cards, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 walks, 2 runs. Okay. Yeah, and I did like that alternative bullpen that you had there, Ken. Those are some good names. And Cashman could very well go after names like that. He could go after names that we didn't even think of, so we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens when the deadline comes around. Javi's saying 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 run, 19 strikeouts. All right. Yeah, almost a Kerry one type of performance. Okay, there, Javi. I like the optimism. 2 walks based on bonus umpire calls. That's funny. So Stroman, I'm going to go. I'm going to go 5 2/3 innings. I'm going to go 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. And he gives up 1 run. That's what I'm going with. Six and 1/3 inning, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 runs. Got it. Okay. Anybody else with predictions? Let me know your predictions. So like I said, I have 5 2/3, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run for Marcus Stroman. All these big names that you keep hearing, Miller, Crochet, Scott, Gilbert, all. Yeah, it's going to be heavy in costs. Absolutely. Yeah, you got a great point there, Ken. That's why I think they'll probably go after somebody else. They'll go after some other pitchers. That's not going to cost them a lot. I'm sorry, Jack. Sorry, the chat just goes like real fast there, bud. I'm sorry. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 8 hits, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Okay. Got you, man. Got you covered, my guy. Got you covered. Yep. Yes, indeed. So let me, if anybody else has any predictions, let me know. I'm going to talk about the over-under for tonight's game. So the over-under for tonight's game, you guys and gals, it's 9. Over-under is 9. So what are your guys' score predictions? Ken is saying 5 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 4 earned runs. Okay. So you got the same amount of strikeouts as I do. You got 1 more walk than I do. And I'm having them go 5 2/3 and giving up only 1 run. So you're saying 4. Fair enough. I can understand that. Yeah, CT Cards, there's no Austin Wells. And I will warn you guys ahead of time. Next time there's an open panel. And if there's anything with Austin Wells, you will all hear it from Ken on the open panel. So you've all been warned. So score predictions 7-5 on the over, 9-1 Yankees. Okay, you're on the over. So I think 1 run. 7-4. Okay. Okay. My score prediction. Ken is saying 8-4. Nestor to the bullpen. Poteet stays. Gonzalez goes. Nestor to the bullpen is a possibility. Poteet is going to go to the bullpen as well once Schmidt gets back. As far as Gonzalez, maybe he's gone. I think Caleb Ferguson will be gone before him. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, Jack, I did see that. He got put on the 15-day IL too with tricep tightness. Yes, sir. He got put on the IL, 15-day IL. So that's not good news for Yamamoto. Yankees win 10-8. Okay, so you think it's going to be a high-scoring game? Yeah, I think 8-5. That's my score prediction for tonight's game. Sierra? Yeah, I bet she did, man. Yeah, she did. Actually, you know what? I actually did watch the show afterwards. I couldn't tune in this morning. I had some things going on. But yeah, she killed it. You know, she co-hosted with me about a couple of months ago, and she did an amazing job. And Sierra knows her baseball. She knows baseball. She knows the Yankees. She can go toe-to-toe with just about anybody. And she's the biggest Gleyber Torres fan I know. So Judge, Soto, and Stanton will go yard. Yeah, Gonzalez has a lot of years of control. He's not – yeah, exactly. Because Victor Gonzalez, which, you know, we all know when Brian Cashman trades for some bullpen arms, he likes to get the players with a lot of control. And he's got plenty – and he's got some – yeah. He's under control for this year, next year, 2026, and he'll be a free agent in 2027, and he'll be 31 at that time. So, yeah, I don't think Gonzalez goes anywhere. Ferguson, on the other hand, he might not be on this team. So, she doesn't know Wells. Verdugo and Soto will hit home runs. I think Soto will hit a home run. Judge is due for one. I'm going to go Soto, Judge, and Verdugo. Sarah Langs? I mean, that's more of a Nathan question. I could talk to Nathan about that. Oh, 4 more international players? Okay. Is he live right now? Yeah, Cousins is going to get the axe. You're right about that. More than likely. Yeah, you know, Ferguson's been better as of late. Let's see here. Oh, okay, he wasn't live. All right. I got you. Yeah, let's see. Caleb Ferguson's ERA. I'm going to check that right now. Yeah, so his ERA right now is at 4.43. So it's gone down a little bit, which is good. that it certainly needed to. Now, at one point, his ERA was in the high sixes. It was pretty bad. Derek Jeter, oh man, I would love that, but that's gonna be a lot harder. That's gonna be a very difficult one. That's gonna be hard, man. Derek Jeter, that would be awesome, though. Yeah, Stanton actually. You know what? Giancarlo Stanton actually had himself a good game. He had a couple of hits. That strikeout with the bases loaded, that sucked. Jahmai Jones, yeah, I see that happening as well. Yeah, there's a few guys that won't be here after the trade deadline. I don't know that they're going to go after a starting pitcher, Chet. Personally, I don't know about that. Bullpen arms, absolutely. I'd say I'm with you on the two relief pitchers and third baseman. I could see that as well. No, I get that, Patrick. I get that. But there was just like a few starts where he didn't pitch well, but lately he's done well. I just didn't want to. I'm hoping it's not like another Dennis Santana situation, because Dennis Santana had a great spring training. He actually wasn't too bad to start off the season, but then he kind of fell off a little bit, and they DFA'd him. So now he got picked up by the Pirates. But good luck to him. Hopefully he does well over there at Pittsburgh. I only want to hear a Derek Jeter interview if he sings Baby Shark. Oh, my God. I hope so there, Sean. I hope they do. I hope he does hit a home run. That would be fantastic. Yeah, that would be great. I'd be very happy with that. So, yeah, Cabrera not going anywhere. Yeah, he's probably not going to go anywhere. Yeah, Santana, I was, it stunk, man, because I actually liked him, and like I said, he did well during spring training. Wasn't too bad when the season began, but then kind of fell off. He fell off. He cost the team some games. Yankees DFA'd him as a result. So, and they called up Ron. They called up Ron Marinaccio. So, and I know all Yankees fans are very happy about that. But it'll be interesting to see who's going to be on this team after the deadline and who the Yankees add after the deadline. That's Ken's hot take for tonight. If the ball got stuck on the wall, I mean, yeah, if it got stuck on a wall, that's got to be a double, right? Because in order for it to be a home run, it's got to be out of the stadium. But if it's still in the stadium and it gets stuck, I would think that would be a double. Yeah, CT Cards is saying I think that's a double. I think that's what it would be. I think it would be a double. As long as we could get to Wells tonight, I'll be content. Yeah, ground rule double. I mean, that's what I figured. I mean, I can't see how it'd be a home run. What's up, Frank? He's asking, what is your opinion of fans who, anytime we lose a game, are all gloom and doom and feel they have to get rid of? Those fans are too emotional. That's what I think. It's like if you allowed some of these fans to run the Yankees, so, if you allowed them to be the owner, the GM, the president, the team would cease to exist. This team would not exist. Period. Period. This team would not exist. That's what I think. Like went through the wall, dent. I think it would be a double, but I would like to. Oh my god, that would be awesome. Didn't Oswald hit a home run against Baltimore that got stuck in a fence? I think so. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be, Judge. It's interesting. The announcers were talking about it yesterday. He doesn't have like the greatest success at Fenway. I don't know why that is, but that's how old man Steinbrenner was. Well, yeah, I mean, look, everybody wants to compare George and Hal, but a lot of people forget that during George's day, yeah, he could trade for any player, he could sign any player. The Yankees were able to do that, but there was also no luxury tax during that time. The Yankees have to work with a luxury tax. And if they're over a threshold, in this case, the Cohen threshold, they have to pay 110%. So who wants to do that? Why would the Yankees want to do that? Yeah, and it is a large contingent of today's young Yankees fans. You're right, Ken. That's right. They have some Yankees fans need to kick rocks. Yeah, well, excuse me. Yeah, some of these young fans are impatient, and it's like, and I've talked about it countless times, and I was on Jason's show last night, and we talked about it there. They were on, Volpe, for example, didn't have a great season last season. It wasn't great for him. They were already calling him a bust. He's not the guy. He's not the answer. Trade him, send him back to the minors. He's not the guy. He's not the answer for the Yankees. And he's doing well this year. You got to wonder what, if you're saying to call, I want to see some of these young guys get called up. Absolutely. I want to see Ben Rice. I would like to see TJ Rumfield. I would love to see Augustine Ramirez, Jason Dominguez. I want to see these guys. Okay. I do. I want to see these guys come up, but what I'm saying is don't expect these guys to just be superstars. Don't make these comparisons of ex players. Like Volpe to Jeter. That puts a lot of pressure on these guys. You have to let them develop. You have to let them make them. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to make errors. Especially at such a young age. And we only got a small sample size of Jason Dominguez. I liked what I saw from him. Right, he could have been the starting left fielder this season if he didn't get Tommy John surgery. Would the Yankees have traded for Alex Verdugo? That's a question. So would and if Dominguez was the starting left fielder, how much of a difference would he have made on this team? Would he have brought a major difference to this team? And that's not me questioning him as a player and his credibility. I'm saying, would he have brought that mentality that like Verdugo brings to this team? Because Verdugo, when the Yankees traded for him, he brought a whole different energy to this team, and you see it, and that's why there was a debate of whether or not he would get signed back after the season. And we'll see what happens with that, right? He's definitely going to get a qualifying offer. It's Yankees are they're in an interesting situation, very interesting situation. But we'll see what happens. Oh, Corbin Burn, Oswaldo, yeah, I know what you're talking. I remember that game now. Yeah, patience is a virtue in this sport. Absolutely. But unfortunately, what a lot of these sports fans don't have a lot of patience. That's why I watch combat sports. That's why I participate in training in combat sports, because it requires a lot of patience. It takes time, and it's a good thing, and it's good for the mind, good for the heart. But that's another conversation. You know what I mean? I don't want to take away from the pregame here. Yeah, facts. Because the Yankees were just killing it every single year. They were winning championships, so many of them. In the early '80s, Don Mattingly was the only thing that Yankees fans. Yeah. What's your take? Apparently, some fans and content creators think Doogie gets re-signed. It's a possibility, Lou. He's definitely making a case for himself. He's showing what he's made of, and him playing left field is a huge value. That was a big upgrade when the Yankees traded for him. The defense in the outfield improved with the snap of a finger. It improved overnight. So he's making a case for the Yankees to sign him back, and they very well could. It's a possibility. I kind of doubt we see Verdugo next season, just my gut, but I've been wrong before, but I know I'm not alone on that. Listen, I don't think the Yankees sign him back, but that's just me. If the Yankees did sign him back, I'm not going to complain. Not at all, man. Left field defense would still be in disarray. That's what I do. Yeah, I know you feel very strongly about this, Ken. I know you feel that Verdugo is going to get signed back. And I understand. Listen, would it surprise me if the Yankees signed him back? No, would it? No, would it? But my gut feeling, and I could very well be wrong on this, my gut feeling, if I had to predict, I don't think the Yankees sign him back. But that's just, again, that's my prediction. Some of the young guys may not be stars, but could be important role players. In order to win, you need role players, not 25. Well, exactly. You need, signing the big names, spending all this, insane amount of money on players. It does not guarantee you a World Series. And yeah, the San Diego Padres are a prime example of that. And over the years, the Yankees have spent a lot of money signing players, and they have nothing to show for it, unfortunately. They've spent billions of dollars and have nothing to show for it in terms of World Series. Yeah, I mean, I suppose if they can't sign Juan Soto, then yeah, maybe they do sign back. Then yeah, at that point they would sign Verdugo. But Juan Soto is going to be the big, the big priority this offseason. There's no way that the Yankees are not going to make him a top priority. And if they didn't sign Juan Soto back, the Yankees fans are going to lose their minds. Yeah, that too. You got to let things play out. But there's no denying though, Joan, that he's been a difference maker on this team. He was an immediate upgrade in the lineup, an immediate upgrade in left field, which the Yankees desperately needed. He's a lefty bat, which is something that the Yankees desperately needed. They got him, they got Trent Grisham, they got Juan Soto. Yeah, I know Trent Grisham is not like a big power hitter, but he's good with the glove, and he does come through at times. He hit that big 3-run shot, for example, against the Dodgers last Sunday. So after that, we want Soto chant. So he says, okay, watch me, which good for him. There would be an absolute riot if the Yankees didn't re-sign Juan Soto. I can only imagine the comments that fans would make about Juan Soto, saying something along the lines of, "Oh, this team is going to be trash this season. They're going to finish in last place." Oh, I can already see the comments now, man. Right. Yeah. So again, yeah. So you basically addressed my point. The defense and the acquisition of Verdugo has greatly improved this team, and you're saying it right here, a 26-point shift from a negative 13 F4 to a positive 13 F4. Yeah, yeah, he's been a big difference maker. Verdugo rightfully wants a payday for his family. I just don't see it from the Yankees when Soto costs 50 mil or more. Yeah, and I think you know what I think that's what Soto's going to cost. It's going to be it's going to be 50 million or more. That's what I think. But there's $100 million coming off the books. Maybe the Yankees somehow make it work. Again, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the offseason. Like I said, one thing is for sure, Soto is going to be a top priority in this offseason. There's no question about it. No question about it. Yeah, Lou, I don't see it either. I don't see it either. He's going to get a QO. The Yankees will give him a QO, but I don't see him in pinstripes next season, personally. If he does come back, great. Again, you're not going to hear me complain. I don't see him coming back, though. What's up, Yankees 2? How you doing? What's going on? Many would treat Soto like he betrayed team, even though he has a right to. Well, I mean, it is his right. It is his right. I mean, he's gonna test the free agent market. Why wouldn't he? There's going to be a few teams that are going to try and sign him. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, let the season play out, and then we'll see what happens. And hopefully, the Yankees can win number 28. And if they win number 28, let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. It's funny when Robinson Cano became a free agent. All the fans claimed that if the Yankees didn't re-sign him, the sky would fall. Guess what? Yeah, let me tell you something, Ken. When Cano became a free agent, and when he signed with Seattle, and obviously we saw what Seattle gave him, I'm glad the Yankees didn't re-sign him back. I was probably one of the few fans that was actually very happy that he didn't sign back with the Yankees. I'll be honest with you. I did not see Robinson Cano as a loss. I'm not saying that because he's a bad player. I think he was a good player. He was good with the Yankees, but him not signing back, it did not hurt my feelings whatsoever. And Cano did regret leaving. I mean, his career went to garbage after. Understood. For me, it's like if you're going to sign a player like that with who's asking for a lot of money, who's demanding a big contract, they have to be a difference maker as well. And Cano was not really, I wouldn't call him a difference maker. Derek Jeter was a difference maker. Bernie Williams, right? These guys were difference makers. Juan Soto is a difference maker, right? You could say the same thing about Alex Verdugo as well. Like these guys were difference makers. Yeah, I mean they replaced Cano with Ellsbury. I mean, the Yankees just wanted to sign a big name just to appease the fans, I guess. Which Ellsbury was useless. And he got popped for juicing twice. So it's a good thing the Yankees didn't sign Cano back. So I was all in favor of not getting that guy back. I did not want him back. Period. And there's some players that the Yankees or some of the fans wanted. But I'm glad the Yankees didn't get. I certainly didn't want some of those players. And I'll admit, like this offseason, for example, did I want the Yankees to either get Jordan Montgomery or Blake Snell? I did, but at a reasonable price, not at the price that they were asking for, not at the price that Scott Boras was asking for. Absolutely not. And the numbers that were reported for Blake Snell as far as what the Yankees were offering, according to, from what Brian Cashman said when he was on John Boy's show, he said that whatever was being reported as far as what the Yankees offered Blake Snell was not true. And he didn't say what the numbers were and what the years were, but apparently whatever was being reported was false. So I don't know what kind of offer was being made to Blake Snell by Brian Cashman. But I'm glad they didn't get Blake Snell. But I only wanted Blake Snell if it was gonna be reasonable, at a reasonable price. We traded 4 nice pieces for Soto. I don't count Higgy as a nice. Well, Higgy's not a nice piece, but he did what he had to do. Yeah, you could get a haul for Jason Dominguez and Jones, but it better be a haul. But I don't see the Yankees trading either one of those guys. I wanted Dylan Cease too, but I wasn't willing to give up Spencer Jones for him. I'm sorry. But I wasn't going to trade Spencer Jones. Dylan Cease is good, but he's not to me, he's not like an ace. He's not like a based on what the White Sox were asking for, they were treating him like he was like another Kurt Schilling or Pedro Martinez or something. And he's not that. He's a good pitcher. I wouldn't say he's great, but he's good. Yeah, I mean, Soriano, honestly, man, like it was one of those things. I hear what you're saying, Sean. But I think, getting A-Rod during that time, it helped to some extent. I wasn't really that hurt when Soriano got traded, I'll be honest. But at the same time, I remember discussing this on Hector's open panel a while back. It was great to have A-Rod and Jeter on the same team, but knowing what I know now and all the things that came out about A-Rod, hindsight's 2020. I wish he was not traded to the Yankees. I was kind of like, I wish that trade didn't go down, but it happened. It happened for one reason or another. I was one that always felt A-Rod can be a mentor to Cano and Melky Cabrera will lead to trouble, all three. Yeah, man. Yeah, Frank, it's unfortunate. It sucks, but it happens. Some of these players just get popped. It destroys the credibility of the game, and I start losing respect for those players too. Cano was an excellent second baseman, great bat, especially in the Bronx. His negative rap was his hustle to first. Yeah, I know, but again, I was okay with him walking away and signing with the Mariners. Well, what do we got here? Jeff Nelson to the NFE show is on the 50-yard line, but our team is still working through times and days with him. Stay tuned, fans. Let's go. All right. Shout out to Nathan and his team. Let's go, guys. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. So sounds like they got something working in the works with former Yankees pitcher Jeff Nelson, folks. And once that happens, I will let you all know. I'll get the live stream set up. You guys will know. So make sure you all hit that notification bell. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I don't want you guys and gals to miss out on this stuff. It's great interviewing former players. I got 2 interviews coming up this week, one tomorrow, one on Wednesday. So stay tuned, folks. Make sure you stay tuned. Great things are coming. Higgy's no Wells. Oh boy, here we go. Let's go, Nathan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know he got busted with Seattle with PEDs, but imagine if he was with the Yankees. That's my thing. Oh, the Mets beat Cease? Yeah. Higgy's a serviceable catcher, was excellent game calling, but hit and miss with it. Yeah, his game calling was on point. Absolutely. Backup catcher, but King and Thorpe were the center pieces of the Soto trade. Yeah. Padres turned Thorpe around for Dylan Cease. Yeah, exactly. And Thorpe made his debut with the Chicago White Sox last week. He actually didn't do too bad. Yeah. Yep. This is true. Jeff Nelson would be awesome. Oh, breaking news. All right. So the morning show, you folks, Joel Pinero. So my normal morning show. So this is going to take place right here. So former MLB pitcher Joel Pinero is going to be on my show on Tuesday, June 18th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So there you go, folks. That's going to be 3 this week. So look out. My guy Nathan coming through. My guy Nathan and his team. Shout out to Nathan and his team, folks. But Nathan, I will get that live stream set up, and I will get the link over to you. Okay. So Tuesday at 9:30, folks, Joel Pinero will be on the show. So hopefully y'all could tune in. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, busy bees is right, man. I've definitely been busy myself. It's been a roller coaster, I will say, but I'm enjoying it. Thorpe was getting wounded by the Diamondback. Oh, he was getting his let's see. I'm gonna look up his numbers now. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Maybe the Yankees could trade for him back. Woo, 12-1. Man, they're losing the game 12-1. Woo. That's bad. Oh. Yeah, he only pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 7 earned runs, 5 walks, no strikeouts. Yeah, that is bad. That is bad. Whoo. Okay. Yeah, he didn't have himself a good game today, though. The Diamondbacks rocked him. What's up, Mr. Coconuts? How you doing? Any comments today about Dominguez? Yeah, I made a comment about it. Him and Greg Allen are both on the 7-day IL. And everyone talking about everybody talking about bring up Dominguez. I don't know about you, Ken, but I know I was saying let him continue playing down there, AAA, and he let him continue developing, let him continue healing. So he's got to go through the process. I appreciate it, Frank. Yeah, my channel, man, has been great. It's been progressing quite well, and it's thanks to all of you. Honestly, without all of you, I mean, this channel wouldn't be where it is. So, you all have been supporting me since I started this channel, and I thank all of you for it. I'm on the road to 700 subscribers, and I'm hoping to get there. I love to get there by the end of the month. That would be amazing if I could get there by the end of the month. So if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this out with anybody you know. And if you're watching on X or Twitter, come over to YouTube, hit that like button, join in on the conversation. I want to hear your takes. I want to see your opinions. All is welcome. Bring it all on. I want to hear from all of you. Yeah, I heard Dominguez felt pain inside during check swing. I got it. Yeah. Yep. Biggest problem with Thorpe was his fastball. Yamamoto overdid it when he came here. Mm-hmm. He's getting tests done. Got it. Minor setback is still a setback. Yeah, I mean it is. I mean major setback. It's worse, but it's still a setback. He's on the IL. He's on the 7-day IL, so he's going to miss some time. You never want to miss game time. You never ever want to miss game time, but it happens. He's at the minors. They signed him to a minor league deal. I don't know if he has anything on Cashman. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to learn how to hit there, Mr. Coconuts, but he did come back from Tommy John surgery. You want him to get playing time, right? And you want him to get playing time every day. So let him get that playing time at the minors, because he's not going to get the playing time at the major league level. At least not as an everyday player, he won't, because you got Verdugo, you got Soto, you got Judge, you got Grisham, you got Stanton. How do you fit him into the puzzle? Oh boy. Me personally, Dominguez has the potential to be a great Yankee. However, I have a lot of concerns about his injury trend. That's a fair point. I understand. That's a very fair point, man. I get what you're saying. Thank you. Your channel and Hector's channel entertain me with intelligent comments of yourself and people in chat. Frank, appreciate the kind words. Yeah, and Hector does a really good job over there with the Morning Brew. Him and his team over there, they do not just baseball. They do hockey. They do basketball. So they have a great thing going on over there. So shout out to Hector and his team. They do great work. And I've had a few conversations with Hector outside of the YouTube streams, and he's a great guy. He's been a great guy to talk to. So shout out to Hector. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. Let the fans know. Everybody read this comment. Read this comment. Let this be tattooed into your brains. Listen to Sean. Exactly. You don't rush back players. Let them freaking develop. Yeah, you know what? It'll be interesting to see how he grows, how his body grows, especially as he gets older, because he's young, man. He's 20. What is he? 21, right? 21 years old. So I mean, he's still young. He's still gonna fill out. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, you don't. Yeah, Sean Browning is right about rushing, and that's what I've been saying. Don't rush these guys back. There's no reason to rush them back. Yeah, they're covered. They might be blowing the cover off the ball or whatever, but don't rush them back. Let them continue developing down there. And it's the same thing with like Garrett Cole. Why are we? Let's not rush him back. He's looked good in his rehab starts. Great. If he needs to make another rehab start, fine. You know what? I would welcome that. Get his pitch count up to 90 on his fourth rehab start. Why not? So yeah, don't rush guys back. There's no reason to rush players back, man. It's not going to do them well. So I got to ask this question now. What's everybody? Let's talk food. 'Cause I know everybody likes to chime in on this one. Everybody likes to chime in on this one. This is everybody's. This has to be everybody's favorite part, is talking about food. What are you all having for dinner tonight? What are you all snacking on? What are you having for dinner? Are you having any snacks? What's the Sunday dinner plans? Or are you all going out for Father's Day? Did you already go out for Father's Day? Did you all have breakfast or lunch? What did you all end up doing today? For all the dads out there, shout out to all the dads, all the amazing dads, all the great dads that are out there that go out there day in, day out and grind and work hard and provide for their families. I know, Stephen B, he's always out there working every single day, working hard, man. He's always working hard. He's sending me pictures of the work he's doing. Shout out to guys like Stephen B, who's going out there and providing for his family. I admire and I like what he does, man. He's a hard worker. And shout out to all you dads that are out there doing what you do best. So French fries with a chicken sandwich. I like that. Yeah, I do too, Joan. I trust Cole will do what's best for him and the team. He's not going to jeopardize himself. He's not going to jeopardize it, put the Yankees in a vulnerable situation. I agree with that. Buffalo chicken pizza. That sounds good. Yeah. I was reading that actually. So hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's just minor, like they said. So he's on the 7-day IL. Yep. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Burgers and fries. String cheese. Oh man, you're all right. Well, hopefully get some money, man. We got to get you some food, bro. If you and I live close by, I would have dropped us some food to you there, my guy. Crab cakes and fries. Okay, Joan. Are you going to start drooling like Homer Simpson there, CT Cards? Veal with sauerkraut and potatoes. Okay. Taking my stepfather out to a rib joint. My actual father's in another country, so don't have to get 2 meals. All right. That's what's up. What country, man? What country, Mr. Coconuts? And mashed potatoes, green bean. Okay. All right, Ken. I like. Okay. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, Ken's definitely having a royal feast. Brad. Oh, Ken heartbroken that Wells isn't playing. Oh my God. This is going to be a thing on this channel. It's going to be D-Rod's Closet and then Austin Wells and Ken. Like these are like going to be like sure things on my channel. Oh my God. You guys are awesome. Ooh, spaghetti. I like spaghetti. Oh boy. You guys are hilarious. On a serious note, Brad, no, he's not in the live stream, so he's probably doing what he's doing in the closet. Mookie Betts, ooh, with a 98 mile per hour. Ouch. Ooh, that got my hand hurting, dude, just thinking about it. My God. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, getting hit by a freaking baseball. I mean, it sucks, whether it's in the hand, the back, the head. Whew. And you're gonna get Ken and Wells jersey. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh my God. Yeah, my dad, the Dodger fan, wasn't a happy camper today. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't happy. So CT Cards, let me ask you something. Was your dad a Brook? Was he a Dodger fan when they played in Brooklyn? I'm assuming yes. Brad, I'm disappointed that I won't be to see him strike out 2 more times, and I'll really miss him airmailing a throw to Judge. Yeah, I'm not going to pull up your comment there, Brad, but remember, you're the truck driver, so you're on the road. Just saying. Just like, shut up. Wells is Ken's adopted son. Yo, oh my god. Oh, I got to get Ken to be a co-host with me, because anytime these Austin Wells, oh my god, anytime these Austin Wells jokes come on or happen or occur, whatever. Ken, I want Ken to have his day. I really do. Yeah, Brooklyn, I got you. Yeah. So, I mean, he's a legit Dodgers fan. It's not like he became a Dodgers fan when they were in LA. I figured as much. That's cool, man. That's cool. Okay. I respect that. Whoops. Oh, we're good. If you were my adopted son, he'd beat him with a stick. Be like, he throw to second. Wells rocking the stash, though. Yes, he is. And he's rocking that stash real well. He's rocking it real well. It looks good on him. So, yeah, we're going to talk Yankees baseball in general, D-Rod's closet, and Austin Wells, and how much Ken loves him. Excuse me, doesn't like him. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Oh, my God. This is too much fun. You guys and gals are great, though. I mean, like I keep saying, I love rocking out with you guys. Yeah, well, I'm trying not to laugh either, bro, but I can't help it. But I am going to slowly wrap it up here. I'm going to wrap it up here in the next couple of minutes, just so I can let you all go. I know, you guys don't want to do what you got to do on your Sunday. Hopefully, you're spending your Sunday well. I'll be wrapping up here pretty soon. I'll be joining Donald over at the Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. Actually, once the game starts, I'll probably be a few minutes late. He's gonna do a play-by-play, play calling. So I'll probably jump on there with him. So you guys and gals will see me there, and I hope to see all of you there. It would be great to see all of you there. That would be fantastic. Yeah, that's Brad, though. Brad usually always comes out of nowhere and he makes his jokes. And, whether it's towards me or Ken, it could be Sunil, it could be Uncle Tats, but that's Brad for you. If Austin was my adopted son, we might skip baseball entirely. We would have went straight to the Olympic trials. I hear that there are open slots for the javelin throwing team. Oh my God. Oh, the Austin Wells love just doesn't stop. My God. I know, man. The ESPN announcers, they're awful. I remember when I used to enjoy it, like in the past, but now it's just bad. Yeah, I know you're at work, so we know what you're doing at work. Truck driving, right? Right? Truck driving. Is that what you're doing? Um, it's called. So the name of the channel is Pinstripe Chronicles Podcast. Here, um, I'll type it out. And yeah, Joel Pinero used to play for the Mariners, Angels, and others. Yeah, yeah, I remember that name. Um, yeah, Joan. Yeah, I type. A couple of people typed it into the chat. So yeah, the Pinstripe Chronicles Podcast. They do good work there. CT Cars. So go subscribe to those guys. It's three guys. It's Uncle Tats, Rob, and Donald. They do a fantastic job. And for the record, I do not smoke weed. I'm as straight edge as they come, man. No weed, no alcohol. I don't take any of that stuff. It'll be sad when Wells gets traded for a jelly donut. We won't have anything to talk about. Well, can we at least make it a dozen jelly donuts? I mean, because I would like to have some jelly donuts, and donuts sound good right now. Actually, no, they don't. Anyway, now you're good, Yankees too. You're good. I know you were joking, dude. Yeah. Oh, the air. Yeah. Well, the air is pretty thin out here. We're a mile high above sea level. Altitude. Joel? Yeah, probably. And I think Pinero, which is Pinheiro, Pinheiro, which is spelled Pineiro. I did a quick Google search on him just to make sure I had the right name. A dozen Douglas J. Sprinkles. Yep. Yeah, copy, Nathan. Pinheiro. Yep. Yeah, like I said, Nathan. Once I get it set up, I'll send you the link, and I will. That way you and your team can send it to your to Joel. So Phil Rizzuto for sure. I mean, I never got to see Phil Rizzuto, but that's right, folks. Hit those likes, hit that subscribe button, share this out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to close this out, you guys. I thank each and every one of you for jumping on and joining me on the pre-games, on the morning live streams. You all make it a fun time. We always have great conversation here. We always have some good laughs. It's always a great time, and I appreciate all of you. Yeah, Nathan is my MVP. Absolutely, Brad. 100%. 100%, man. Nathan and his team, man, they're constantly working. They're making things happen. So, yeah, ESPN, yeah, team of Joe Morgan and the old guy. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I remember who you're talking about. But yeah, those are some great announcers, but can't have great sometimes good things come to an end, right? With certain things, right? It stinks, but part of life, unfortunately. But again, guys and gals, thank you for coming on. I appreciate all of you coming on. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitter or X, come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. I already look good, Brad. So, man, I don't need that. Whatever. I already look good. So, but thank you all for coming on. And I will see you all tomorrow. I have former Major League Baseball player Kip Gross on the show, and that is at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then Tuesday morning, 9:30, I have Joel Pinedo coming on the show. And then on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have Alex Cintron coming on the show. So I hope to see all of you there. And enjoy the game. Enjoy your Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And have a good one. I'm out.